Okay, we're just gonna matte black it. Basically, anything's better than two different colors. Yeah, it's gotta look better. Ah, that looks way better than white. Now we just gotta do the sides. Now, this side. Yay. Sense the enthusiasm. Totally loving this. For all you body guys that are going, oh no, don't do that. You know, yeah, you're messing it up. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, look at, I'm not, and these are deep. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that. Like, it's got dings and dents, and I'm not doing all that. Like, I'm not worrying about fixing all this stuff. I just don't want it to be white. Well, unless that half was white, then that'd be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. I have faith. Alright. Let's get more of it sanded. We're gonna maybe get this done. At least sanded a little bit, I'm sure. All sanded. I'm going like kind of rat rod style. You know, simple, basic. If I want a pristine, I wouldn't go with a flat black. Okay, we got the second coat on there. And the sun's going down, so as that's happening, it's looking better. I don't know if it's because of the paint or because it's getting dark out. Either way. Sweet. That is way better than white. What do you think? Yeah, we just won't look in the bed. That's fine. But now you can definitely tell that. Black and blue, that works. All right, that's fine. It's a lot better. Even with this little dings, that's fine. Character. All done. Look at that. All those big gouges and everything all along here, you know, above the tire. Look at that. We got all those out. That's dust. That looks so much better. See, look at this. I was like, I'm not even going to try to do a good job. And I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay. Could be worse. Could be white still. Alright, now on to the next thing. We got fuel pump and throttle body rebuild, all that stuff. We're getting there. It's made, yeah, slowly. But we got to stumble at low RPM. So we'll say 1500, you know, or 1300. But if you slowly bring it up, she'll start to miss. And yeah, if you can hold it there, she'll keep missing. Or he, for that matter. I don't know. So I was like, well, I'm going to check EGR and see that. And then now you guys can see what I'm going to see. Okay, we're running good, right? I don't know how well you can hear it. Let's see. Maybe you can hear it this way. I'm going to spray the EGR diaphragm area. Even though it's disconnected, I'm going to spray down there. Hear it drop? So yeah, I'm still going to have to change that out. Well, I might as well check other places. I just did that, so. Yeah. Alright, and just to say, like, it under load, like wide open throttle, it seems fine. But at that low RPM, there is a misfire. I know there is. So I got the Mighty Vac, trusty Mighty Vac hooked to it. And this is, I believe, a negative back pressure EGR. But now we're going to give it some PSI here, and we're going to hold it. And then you see if it starts to drop off. If it starts to drop off, then obviously the diaphragm's shot. And yes, as you see, it's already dropping. Yeah, see? It's definitely dropping. So there is a vacuum leak, a diaphragm leak in that diaphragm. And now I got a good one I can show you real quick. Hang on. All right, now I got a good used one. I don't know if this number will help you, just in case you needed it. 57350 throttle body with my mighty vac, and it will hold there. It won't drop. We can sit here. I've already done this. We can sit here for minutes and it will not drop. It will hold there. So that's what it's supposed to do. Now I'm going to get the light and see if I can show you what this diaphragm looks like in there. You can see this one, right? See the diaphragm in there, like it looks good, right? Let me get my flashlight. Focus. Okay, you guys cannot see it, but I can. The diaphragm in there it's just shot. Look, I'll have to take it out. I'll try not to lose that. Another one already got off, so let's take a peek. In there. It fits. Sweet. Now I just gotta get the nuts on and tighten her down. Now to do the master cylinder. Although you can't see it right now, it starts to get pretty soaked after a few minutes. So I mean, I guess not. It depends on how much it breaks. But you can see it underneath. Oh, it's still wet. So yeah. Oh my God. Let's get that changed out.
It is 15. It is 15.
Yep. And it did fall. Good. Ah, another brake line, which I already broke free. Yeah, it was definitely leaking. Look at it in there. Yummy. Hey, but look at it. Cleaned out. Yummy. More is better. That's fine. It's brake clean. If I break something, well, that happens. Alright, doing side by side. Make sure your holes are the same. See, like that one's smaller than this one. That one's smaller than this one. They look the same. You also got to check the depth for your rod. Ours is all the way out, so I don't think there's anything to check there. Also, you know, dab a like brake grease or something in here to go on for that rod. It's just smarter. That rod right there. That's part number, just in case anybody needed it. We got to torque these to 15 foot-pounds. I put it at 17 just because we're, you know, got using extensions. But still not a lot. Gravity bled. Now we're going to do what they call a bench bleed, and we're going to have her do the brakes, and while I hold it, you know, yeah, you all know this stuff. All right, slowly press. Oop, that one's not fake. Keep holding. It's easier with two hands. All right, keep holding. Okay, pump it. Yummy stuff coming out. Just, yeah, ooh, starting to come clear. Yeah, that did help. Yep, it's coming out clear. Okay. Alright, here's the yummy fluid that came out. Here's the rear. Let's see here. Let's get you outside. Look at that. Yeah. There's the rear passenger. And this is the rest. So it's a little bit better. the driver, rear, and both fronts. But yeah, as you can see, it definitely needed some new fluid. Done. Nothing else, I don't think. Maybe. Still does it. There we go. Now I think I got it. I hook up a toggle switch. You can't see it because it's dark. Hook up a toggle switch there. I don't need lockup anyway. Third. There's fourth. No issues. I'll make it look prettier later, but toggle switch. Right, that's it. Right down to the torque converter off the one wire. You can just look. There's YouTube videos on this. Just say like lock up for free or something like that, and you'll find videos for that. And it's just literally one wire. I snipped it down there, ran a butt splicer all the way up here to this, and then this all the way back down to the other end. And when you want the circuit, you just flip the switch. Done. Easy fix. There, let's get you guys a peek. Okay, if I can squeeze under here, because it's like, okay. See right there. Let me get a little closer. See, that one wire, the front wire, you know, facing the little clip. I cut it off, did a butt splicer, and ran that blue wire all the way up to that toggle switch. And then I ran it off that toggle switch back down here to the wire that used to be connected to the plug-in. Right there, and I butt spliced it to that. So now I just flipped the switch and I got lockup. And the beautiful thing is these back ones I didn't have to touch at all, and I'm pretty sure one's going to be the brake disengage switch. So when you hit the brakes, it disables lockup. Regardless, I didn't have to mess with those or cut them or anything, so I just left them. Now if this was carbureted, I read that, or heard, whatever, that you have to take those two back wires and hook them together. If it's a carbureted vehicle, if you're converting from a throttle body or whatever to carbureted. But they're not bad. The wheel cylinder's leaking on this side. Yeah, just touching it. Yeah, so if we pull that boot back, it's going to be leaking. Down to the rivets, basically. There's a bunch of stress cracks. Clearly, this has been expertly tuned by an engineer for burnouts, and I think we're going to leave it there. We're going to do what Vice Grip says, and we're going to pretend we didn't see that. Driver's just as bad. Almost down to the rivets. This one's actually got a good crack there. And of course, wheel cylinder's leaking. Got that all done. And the last thing you want to do is be leaking brake fluid all over town. So we used a professional grade stop leak on $4.99, and she fixed. She's ready for the track now. Now that everything appears to be fixed, I think I'm gonna spray some degreaser on this and hit it with a hose. Trying to make it look, you know, look prettier. Why not? Making it pretty. Wow, this is going so well. you gotta get all of them little tight crevices. Yes. That, yeah. Get it nice and soaked. Yes. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this guy's like got to be a professional at this, definitely. Just got to soak it really good. And then fixed. Yeah. The colors you want to see. Gentle. Look at that. It'll never stay that color, but why not? They're fixed. Much cleaner. It's like a brand new vehicle. Look at that. I mean, you don't look at those things or that, or, well, any, hang on. And perfect. Well, today, we're going to paint the front half of this. Figured it could rain. It's possible. There's a chance of it. Super windy. Today's definitely the best day to do this. Now you might be asking, why would you do this? The missus asked me that same exact thing, and when she figures it out, I'll let you guys know.
What? Like my setup? I know, man. Professional.
Never even know. Shh. Actually, it turned out pretty decent. Just to say, as I'm sanding this, like, these were big drips. I don't know why you can see it. Look at, from whoever painted this before. Like, they did a quick job. Basically what I'm doing, except I'm not doing it as lazy. You know, just like here, this has already been sanded, but I gotta sand it more. You know, these big drips. So they had big chunks taken out of here, which I tried to level out. So, just to say, it's not, I'm not going for perfect, but I'm just not going for unbelievably crappy. Like, they had big drips here. You can still see it partially. So these are the things that I'm trying to improve while doing a quick, lazy job. Just the thoughts. Yeah, here's more of that paint runs right here. They're all over. Two coats. I think it's going to be pretty close to blending. Who knows? It's better than blue and white. Done. I'm going to call it a win. It's good. Remember those spots all up here? I haven't wiped everything off. You know, or these big ones that were here. All the big chipping and stuff that was there. There's a tiny spot there I see I missed, but all that's good. So I'm gonna call that a win. Granted, everything's dirty already. But success. Now I ain't gotta worry about it no more. Do I say it? Dare I say it? Done. It is back on. I think it's attached. Yeah, I think it's there. Look at, no big paint runs. It's same color. Look at this. Look at. It's you know, it's close enough.
Mine's the first start of the day, by the way.
Just to say, we put like 40, 50 miles on this without torque converter lockup, you know, in fourth. Well, I guess third probably too, I don't know. And haven't had any issues. It's been city driving. I haven't taken it on like a freeway or anything, but if I did, I'd just hit that switch anyway. And you know, the switch right there. I'd just hit it and put it on if I was on the freeway, but yeah, I haven't used it a bit. 40, 50 miles, everything still seems fine. It shifts, it runs, it drives. So I haven't noticed anything weird. So, yeah.